Hey Geminis, welcome to your 2017 December reading. Happy birthday. Well, yeah, happy birthday, Christ. And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I really am as happy as I sound. I don't know why. I just get a kick out of these videos, I guess. I don't know. It's so much fun. Anyway, we have a confirmed guest speaker for the Women's Empowerment Group starting January. If you don't want to be a part of the whole 4 week series, but you just want to hear Lynn speak, you can talk to me about that. You can email me at librawoman77@yahoo.com. I should start doing readings again on the 22nd. Today is the 15th, but it's probably going to take into the 16th for this to load up. So whatever. Anyway, Geminis, you guys have really advanced since last month's reading. You guys were getting out of a toxic situation and you were like good with somebody and trying to move on. And looks like I remember you guys were building some type of creative talent in the public's eye. Well, this Sun card really represents being in the public eye, especially with the victory card crowning it. So yeah. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. The sun is the answer. My audio sucks. My audio should be working in a week. Okay, I tell you, I had this really nice pavilion computer and it crashed. And I didn't recognize the value of the speakers until I got this cheap laptop from the pawn store, and I was telling everybody, "Can you speak up? Why are you just talking so low?" And my best friend was like, "Well, maybe the speaker quality in the new computer just isn't as high." I said, "Oh." So anyway, when we pull the sun card in a reading, it's a very good sign. It means you've struck gold. Usually we've come to the other side, maybe of a long period of grief, mourning, or confusion, and things have been illuminated right now. You know, you're at a point of clarity and understanding, and not just that, this card also represents promotions in our jobs, promotions in our careers. You could be relocating or have relocated to the house or the neighborhood in which we've always wanted to live. You know, maybe we're receiving that opportunity that we've been dreaming about for such a long time. Yeah. Some of you could be dealing with the Leo or fire sign in Aries or Sagittarius. Yeah. Or they can just be in your immediate surrounding. But anyway, I see success for you, but some of you have mixed emotions about this success because it took the heart-wrenching, guttural loss of someone who is kind of coming in here as the Two of Cups. Okay, soulmate energy. Yeah, so it's like there was some type of deception going on here and cheating, and it looks like you extricated yourself from the situation like we were talking about last month. And yeah, and it looks as a result of you moving on and leaving that person behind, the pain of that loss propelled some of you very powerfully forward, right smack in the belly of the sun. So leaving that situation behind resulted in victory for you. Other people are watching you. You know, you are advancing. They see you being victorious. Looks like some of you could be in the public's eye, and that is however you are in the public's eye. Okay, maybe you do the bingo thing on Sunday nights and it's 300 people there. I don't really know, but whatever the case is, I see victory for you as a result of leaving a situation that no longer served you, and you're very successful. And I even see bigger and better things that are in your reach. You know, when you get the sun as the answer, it's a really good card. But, so for some of you, it kind of hurts to be without that soulmate a little bit. Not that much, because you're at a whole completely different place than you were some time ago, some of you. But I don't know. It's just like with the sun as the answer, it's almost as if the gods or God, it was in your highest will, according to God, to let go of that situation because it was not God that joined you two together. some of you, okay? Now, others of you who are married, you've been together for a while, you're married, then what the sun is saying is that separation, some of you could have gone through a separation and now you guys may be trying to communicate again. And so the sun represents for you people who are in relationships, you guys are going to start understanding each other a little bit better, okay? Misunderstandings are going to melt away under the power and the influence on the sun, okay? But yeah, so with the sun, let me get that sun back up again. I hope all of this doesn't fall over. So with the sun right up as your answer, you're going to be just like in the right place at the right time, saying the right stuff, talking to the right people, and they like exactly what it is you got to say. Baby, I thought you knew. Let's see. I think I told you guys this. One time I pulled this card and the person got a Lifetime movie okayed. It took 3 years for it to be produced, and but she got the okay for it, and So some of you may be on YouTube. Maybe you have a stronger subscribers. Maybe some of you are just, I don't know. Maybe this is also a God card. You guys feel good in December, just emotionally warm, like you back in stride again. So yeah, but the fact of the matter is the reason that you have this success is because you've done your homework, you've researched, you crunched down, you worked hard. All right? And people have been watching you for quite some time here. Okay? All right? But I still see bigger and better things. I don't feel like you've reached the pinnacle here. I see bigger and better things, and other people expect great things of you. I do see envy, I do see jealousy, but I see you using brand new tools. That goes back to the victory card. I see you using brand new tools, hard work. You're going to learn how to be in the public's eye, or you're going to learn how to be successful, and you're going to be using new tools that match your level of your come up, okay? Like some people, the way that they deal with the stress of success is that they smoke crack. And so that takes success away. Some people go from one person to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, and you get so tied up and caught up in emotional stuff with people who you really don't have no business being with that you don't have time to do you. Well, that's gone for y'all. No, no, no. No, no, no. I see you guys adopting new tools to handle the stress of success. And these tools are going to help you, I don't know, look at things from a new, amazing perspective, because you're going to be going into the unknown. Some of you, through these tools, you're going to discover hidden talents, that you didn't know that you had. I just see some of you, you're going to just be filled with some new sense of hope. And these tools are going to help you overcome the problems that you thought you couldn't solve. And maybe that, for some of you, was why you guys feared success. But once you find out the tools that you need to handle success, it looks like you're going to handle it quite well. Okay, so the Ten of Swords, the Six of Cups reverse. You're not going to bring your old tools or the old ways that you used to deal with stress that were dysfunctional in your present. You're going to leave something from the past behind. And I just feel like you're recently coming out of a betrayal to the self, because usually the Ace of Swords, before you get in the Ten of Swords, intuitively tells you to leave something alone, right? But we go against our intuition, we go against that great insight and get caught up in some madness that takes a year to 6 months to get over. And that's time that's being taken away from our true purpose, the place that you're in now. So some of you got out of that nonsense and they're left feeling like this, but you moved ahead and you're not taking the way of coping with stress the way that you did before with you, and it's making you feel some kind of way. So like some of you might lay down a real serious bad habit. Maybe you've been smoking for 20 years and in the month of December you're like, you know what, I'm done. And it looks like you guys are not going to take it with you. It may take a couple of tries, but some type of bad habit. Like maybe some people deal with stress by eating a whole bunch of starches, or the way you dealt with stress was leading you straight to sugar diabetes. And so now you're learning new ways to cope. And this could represent, these energies are interchangeable. So this could represent like maybe a permanent spouse stops drinking, a permanent spouse, like a permanent lover, somebody who is a confirmed in a relationship with you. Somebody chooses to stop. Maybe you are a sex and love addict, and you just kept going in circles with these bad tools, and you're just not going to do that anymore. You've had enough. Anyway, when you lay down this tool, when you lay down this burden, that it's like, did you see Ray, and how Ray Charles had heroin for 20 years and he finally laid it down? It's like you laid down a burden. It's generational. Okay, you could be laying down heroin, crack, stealing, hoeing, cheating, sexting, texting. You could be laying down depression even. Some people use depression. Some people are not depressed and they use depression in order to not feel their real feelings. Yeah, but that's not for people who are clinically depressed. These people can choose depression, okay? I know that's weird, but I got it from this book. It was serendipitous in the way I found that book. But anyway, yeah, so as you lay down this old way of dealing with pain, of running from anxiety or dealing with the stress of life, you're going to feel some kind of way about that shit. Come on now. Come on, don't do me like that. Of course you're going to feel some kind of way about that. But I sense that you're going to be more than willing to allow this energy to pass. It's like a final letting go. It's the end of a difficult situation, and you're going to be embracing the change. It's a final letting go. And I feel and I sense that you're going to be, like I said, more than willing to just allow this energy. You see how the horses are running? Because in Doreen Virtue's deck, she doesn't believe that in the Ten of Swords you're lying down in the blood. She's like, this energy just needs to just move out of your body. I think I heard Russia say something like that. The reader, she was talking about Geminis and having the feelings move out of the body. And that's exactly, as a Gemini rising, what's been happening lately. Like I really, truly, deeply want this. There's this thing I'm laying down, and I really don't want nothing to do with it no more, and I know, like, to really get somebody that you don't want in your space out, you got to let that energy pass through. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I think you intuitively know that the emotional transformation has to take place to allow, the room for this promotion and advancement and new fortune and multiple possibilities that I see, baby. So it's going to be a very spiritual month for you, Gemini. I know the final card. Where is the sun? Where is the love? There we go. Yeah, the final card is the sun, but yeah, it's the sun, and you are pushing through you're pushing through the final grieving of this person who was in a third party situation, or people who, you just had to let go of. And some of you have shut that down. Like, you want nothing to do with that person. And they really don't understand. Okay, but we're going to talk about this more in the extended reading, because Geminis, let me just say this, all right, and I'm going to stop this recording. Some of you shut it down with somebody. In some cases, in very few though, they were really trying to get it together. And you have to understand, everybody's not ruled by Mercury, okay? And just because somebody doesn't respond on your timetable or can move as fast as you and process as fast as you doesn't mean that they don't love you. Because Geminis, y'all process shit fast. Y'all move fast. You're able to process things. You have a gift of discernment, and most air signs do. They have a gift of discernment. They can see right through some nonsense, and they can immediately make a decision, and people therefore call them emotionally detached and cold. But they're not. Air signs are not emotionally detached and cold. Air signs are emotionally contained. How is the Aquarius going to be detached when it's the damn water barrier? Okay, now there is the ocean, and then there's the shit that contains the ocean. That's the Aquarius. So no, the Aquarius is not detached emotionally. The Aquarius is emotionally contained, not emotionally detached. So yeah, so Geminis, yeah, just because somebody doesn't move at your pace, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna go ahead and go, and you guys we'll talk about this more in the extended reading, but I feel too like there's a mother who's crying out and for her daughter to call her back. Some of you cut somebody off because you felt betrayed and you felt hurt because they didn't move at your Mercury lightning speed. I think that retrograde might be a little good for you because you have to understand there's two people processing shit up in you, and they're not two people processing stuff up in us. I remember I had a Gemini friend and she walked so fast. I did everything I could to keep up with her, but I mean, she just walked so fast. And the thing about it though is this: do you think that just because I couldn't keep up with her pace, that means that I don't love her? So just because somebody didn't respond as quickly as you think that they should have responded and you shut it down, it doesn't mean that they were playing games or that they don't love you. It just meant that you guys were moving at a different pace. All right? Okay, so we'll talk about this a little bit more, babies. So again, if you're interested in the self-empowerment group, go ahead and shoot me an email. I'll be doing readings again in 5 days. Today is 11/15. I'm just a little exhausted. And thank you, Geminis, for your support. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Oh, this reading is not going to resonate for everybody. All right? All right. So, bless you.